Woo! All right. Man.
I stick him the middle finger. There's no way I'm doing that.
We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. Go ahead and give somebody the bird this morning. Start off good, right? Just make you feel better, baby. We are the Out of Bounds Show, 1059 The Zone, ESPN. And we're brought to you by Total Transportation of Mississippi. They're offering nationwide and regional routes right now for drivers. Great company, big-time competitive pay, bonuses, and all kinds of good benefits powered by Total Transportation of Mississippi. Go online right now, totalms.com, totalms.com. The show is also brought to you by Southern Ag Credit, financing life outside the city limits. SouthernAgCredit.com, located in Ridgeland. SouthernAgCredit.com, financing life outside the city limits. Bowbound, Straight Funk, Wes with you. We do need some advice on how Jackson tackles his Christmas card list this year, because he's now in a relationship and they live together.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room. And when 35 of your 37 people and recipients on your Christmas card list are females, some ex-girlfriends and some ex-girlfriend moms, which are awesome.
Yeah.
You just got to be, you have to be kind of like when, oh man, who's a guy that's elusive? Who's the most elusive player in the NFL today?
Oh, that's tough.
Well, give me one.
Well, I mean, Lamar's elusive.
All right, perfect. So he's got to kind of be, a little bit of Lamar Jackson here. He's got to figure out how many people he can keep on the list.
Eesh.
And how much is going to be approved, how many are going to be thrown out, how many can be brought back in.
Ooh.
Some could be eliminated, some could be brought back in. How many mulligans do you have? Things like that. And if you do just go ahead and mail it all out, you just say, whoops, I didn't. That's just the way it.
Didn't even know.
Also, I think that you got to tell us what day you're going to Bass Pro with your dogs and in your AAU tracksuit.
For sure.
To get your Christmas card photo.
I believe I've got
and
the
you need to be holding a Tito's White Russian.
I can do that. I got my tracksuit ready. I just got to get the J's. Can't miss them. Usually, I've been on a real big heater getting all these holiday Jordans. So when
do they roll out?
It'll be late November, early December. Oh, AKA 2 weeks probably. Actually, early access is probably a week and a half.
Okay.
I got to have early access. I got to have them before.
And they're the new Jordans every year? Okay, so they're brilliant. They drop them in November. People buy them up in 5 seconds, and MJ makes a ton of money, and Nike makes a ton of money again. They make money every day because
they come out today.
Wait, what now?
They come out.
Oh, you could be late.
No.
Are you late?
No.
On the trigger?
The early access may be today.
Are you late on the call?
Which no major.
Which one do you see?
That's like when
it's the okay. It's the Gammas.
Yeah,
they're so good.
Okay,
best shoe.
You're so emotional about it. It's so ridiculous. All right, it's like not being on the bull when they pull the gate.
Yeah,
that's where you are right now.
Yeah,
you're really slacking lately.
I don't know what it is. I think the wow. No, they launched December 13th. That's what I thought.
Okay. All right. Well, you need to be on the
I usually don't miss
early list or whatever the hell you do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll get on there. Just gotta make a couple phone calls.
You get like the first few pairs that come out of Malaysia.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's where Thailand or
that's right.
Whatever.
That's where the little factory is in Malaysia.
I don't think it's little.
I
don't know.
There's a bunch. They're all right beside each other.
I don't know if Phil Knight has any little factories.
It ain't little.
I would think he has a bunch of big. Can you imagine the money he gives to politicians overseas?
Overseas.
I mean, like, I don't even know what Thailand, if they have a prime minister or what it is.
I think it is PM, yeah.
Or president, then the mayor of this and that, whatever.
He pays them more than their country is worth.
Yes. Flies them around on his jet.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like Malaysia, how much? I mean, he could buy Malaysia.
Yes, he could.
I mean, he's a king.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, the guy in Malaysia's a king?
No, excuse me, Thailand.
Thailand, they got a king.
Thailand has a king. Okay.
I,
I'm sure Phil Knight has like a guy
He's
or
probably-
girl who works for Nike, and
Right.
their full-time job is to keep the king
no doubt.
of Thailand happy.
No question.
And maybe queen. Yeah.
I want that job.
And I'm sure it pays
Oh,
well with
man.
amazing stock options. Now, you may have to live there, or at least live there.
Who cares?
I don't know. I'm sure you could commute a little bit back
Yeah.
to Oregon or New York or wherever you want to go, but I would think 9 months out of the year you have to be there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, you got to make sure everything's going right.
And God knows how active you got to be on election year. Well, I don't even know if that's I don't know if that's just we stay in power as long as we have strength.
yeah, probably
and
so.
and rule
Phil
the military.
Knight, yeah.
I'm not sure how
I mean,
that looks.
Phil Knight's footing the bill. We can stay along however we need to, right?
Right. Yeah. Like you said, Phil can buy whatever he wants in any country
That's correct.
he wants.
Including the country.
I had the
Man,
I had the audio, and I'm gonna find it. All right, let's drop the Lane Kiffin. Let's go number one. When they asked about the Florida job being a distraction yesterday, Ole Miss media is getting a little more direct and candid with the most popular person in the state and the most popular person to ever coach any sport at Ole Miss. Here we go. Here's Lane.
A couple weeks ago that you talked to the team about dealing with distractions and rumors and stuff of that nature. Have you had to do that again specifically with this game this week?
I mean, I haven't even talked about it to him. And one of them, I think I'm pretty close to the players where they walk by or they say something, like if it was on their mind, they'd make a joke or something. I don't think it is. I think that they're very focused on what to do. Again, I said it's a different age nowadays. Like when I addressed it a couple weeks ago, I certainly don't think it was a distraction in a sense. When I was home in South Carolina, played really well last week. I said, hey, this is kind of the world that you're in. You guys now are used to this where players ain't used to, I mean, these guys get way more of it than I do. They get calls on Saturday night after games from other coaches talking about next year and how much money they have for them and their plans for them and their system. So I don't think it's that big a deal.
He doesn't think it's that big a deal. It sounds like he's deflecting a little bit. He may know what he wants to do. He may not. It's not. I got a text earlier on the Golden Moon Casino text line about money, and someone was like, "Yeah, Ole Miss can pay." It's not going to be about money.
no.
Once you get to, yes, Ole Miss can offer 12, 13, 14, 15. So can Florida, LSU. Of course, NFL can offer whatever they want. I mean, Sean Payton 7 years ago was making $17 million in the second smallest market in the NFL in New Orleans. And so, yes, Ole Miss can pay.
Obviously.
Anybody in the league can.
Yeah.
It will not be about money. It'll just be about
Lane.
Lane and what he'll reflect. All right, have I done everything I can do here? Or no, we can actually now with the new environment win a national title. Or, hey, I've been here longer than anywhere else in my life. And he's used to moving around. His dad moved around in the NFL. Lane
True.
moved around a lot
Point.
until getting to Ole Miss. Maybe now it's, hey, I want another challenge. I want to go to Florida, LSU, or the New York Giants, or the Dolphins. I don't know. Key Carter doesn't know.
No.
I'm not sure Jimmy Sexton knows.
No.
I'm not sure his kids know. People talk about, well, his kids are absolutely they're happy.
They'll be happy everywhere else.
Guess
too.
what? When you're making that money and when you get relocated at that level,
Yeah.
it is the Ritz-Carlton of relocation. They can do it in about 10 minutes.
Right.
Everybody gets on private planes. People pack up your stuff. You don't have to worry about it.
No.
It's not like when you and I move. All right? It's not. They don't pick up one candle or one plate
Right.
or one duffel bag.
Nice.
So he's got a great gig and a great deal going at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
LSU's a better job. Florida's a better job, even in this environment. Doesn't mean that he can't win it all at Ole Miss. If Texas opens up, you're going to have to sweat again. If Steve Sarkisian is offered an NFL job, you'll have to sweat again. If Marcus Freeman is I don't know. I don't think Lane's going to Notre Dame.
No, that's not a fit.
Now,
I don't think he'd like it.
Rondé, if he goes to the NFL, you're going to have to Ole Miss will have to sweat, and others will have to sweat because it's Ohio State.
Right.
You could argue it's the best job in the country.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the path in the Big Ten and because they're standalone, the only thing in town in the state of Ohio, other than pro sports.
Right.
But pro
Right.
sports doesn't take your talent.
No.
You know, except in the draft 3 years later. But
Yeah, right.
you're not competing against the Browns and the Bengals or anybody else.
You telling me the Ohio Bobcats don't get any love up there?
Man, they're one of my favorite teams.
And aren't they the Bobcats?
I don't know.
Are they the Bobcats or the Bearcats? Bearcats? Dang it.
Akron's in Ohio. That's
They
where
are,
the
Zips.
Fighting Joe Moorheads have been.
Yeah. Man, he wasn't fighting.
What's
much.
he, 3-39 or something? I don't even know. Or has he even won 3 games since he left Oregon as the OC to go to Akron?
Has he? No way.
I'm not sure that he has.
No. I thought he was fired.
I think he's already gone.
Yeah,
I think he
I
got
was gonna say,
fired
surely
a week
got
or
it.
so
Yeah,
ago,
yeah,
but I
okay.
can't remember. It's not a job that we care about.
Now,
But Joe Moorhead was tied here for 2 years.
He also made the rounds in the preseason whenever he took that little subtle dig. Maybe
He
not
took
so
a shot
subtle.
at Mississippi State and Dan Mullen.
Yeah.
It's like when people on the boards are like, "Yeah, it took Dan a while." I'm like, "What world are you?" They're trying to discredit what Dan did
Yeah.
to, I guess,
Justify
the fascinating experiment that you're going through with Jeff Lebby if he can ever turn the corner and be a big time SEC head coach. Don't do that to Jeff. Don't compare Dan
Right,
Mullen
yeah.
and Jeff Lebby.
It's not fair.
That's another thing. You remember I was referencing Ole Miss yesterday, and you just if somebody starts to debate Mullen and Lebby with you, hand them your plate of food or your cocktail and walk out of there immediately. Get out.
Yep.
That person, doesn't have the brain power of a caveman 4,000 years ago, which maybe they were smarter than us anyway. But the point is,
Chance.
Dan Mullen, without the portal, turned around the program in 1 year and won 9 games
Right.
in year 2. So don't do that.
Did he bring someone with him at that point, or did he?
No, he wasn't allowed to bring players with him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Players had to sit out when
Right.
Dan Mullen
Sorry.
took the job.
That's right.
So even if he would have brought players with him,
Right.
they would have had to have sat out a year.
I guess
that was back when the rule was you transfer, you sit, period.
1 year, no matter what.
Yes.
So so obviously Chris Ralph was sitting and start. How did they get on Ralph?
Ralph was already there.
Yeah.
Ralph was already there. He would have never been any good under Sylvester Croom because Croom wasn't, nor did his staff have the ability to elevate a kid who was that raw.
Right.
That's what makes guys like Mullen, Kiffin, Heupel, among many others, successful. That Dan Mullen took Chris Ralph, who couldn't throw it from me to you, and made him a decent passer and an unbelievable power zone read quarterback running the football. Yeah. He would have never played.
Where's he from?
He would have never played under a Sylvester Croom, Joe Moorhead, type, because they're not good enough to take someone like that and just Dan can get quarterback, add water. You got a QB. That's Dan Mullen.
Straight up.
I mean, look who he's winning with out at UNLV right now. I mean, that kid looks like he should be the Russ chairman for Pike fraternity.
Ralph was 6'4",
I mean, and I saw
240.
him. I mean, he looks like he should be cruising to the marketing class today on the UNLV campus and then going to play golf with his buddies.
Yeah.
And he's winning with that. I know that kid's athletic and whatever, but they fully believe out there that they're going to land a like Diego type guy at UNLV. And they may lose him once they land him, but they'll get him for a year or so. And they believe if they get a Diego type guy, that it's on.
Yeah.
And Dan knows how to find those guys.
Right.
My point in all that, don't compare Mullen and Lebby. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the other Lane audio. The one about if you're offered Florida and, he's obviously going to be offered both. He's the current Ole Miss head coach. But if it comes down to Florida and Ole Miss, This is Lane in his press conference yesterday as he's getting more direct questions.
I mean, if Florida wants you and if Ole Miss wants you, it'll necessitate you making a decision. I was just curious, like with the portal opening on January 2nd, do you even have time to think about that, or how important is it to come to whatever decision before the portal opens?
I don't know. I'm not that far down the road. I said it last week, and you guys think I was joking, or the South Carolina, like everybody wants to talk about other jobs and everything, and I think you're 2-3 weeks away from coaching for your own job, so you better make sure you're doing really well where you are, because as we've seen out there, I've said 1 win put you out of the top 10. Now 2 wins might put you out of the top 25, and 3 might get you fired. So I ain't figured all that out. I'm trying to keep our winning streak.
All right. Deflecting again.
Golly.
But he's got to.
Oh, yeah, no,
unless
yeah.
he's just going to come out and say it's
Boom.
off the table.
Right.
I am staying. Keith and Sexton will work it out. I'm here.
Right.
And he may do that any day now or any week now, but he's had every opportunity.
Yeah.
So he's still thinking about that, but he's also, I do agree with him, he is thinking about Florida. I mean, he's also thinking about winning a football game this weekend, even though they're 15.5-point favorite, a lot better. I mean, Florida's got Steve Spurrier Jr. that's got his hands on that offense. That guy is not a good football coach. Okay? But back to Lane. This has finally gotten Ole Miss fans stirred up. Because, I mean, look,
it should.
He's popular as he should be because all he's doing is winning in the last 6 years.
Right.
They're ready for him to come out and tell them just like what I would want to hear, just like what you would want to hear, regardless of who you pull for. Just like you want to hear from people around you. I want to stay.
Simple.
I want to be with you or your school or your company or your, I mean, take it down to Brandon High School. Brandon High School is going to offer the job to their number 1 candidate. They want that person to say yes. If not, they're going to go to a number 2 candidate. They want that person to say yes. The other side of that school, whoever they're going, it wants that person to say, no, I'll stay. It's the same thing here.
Yeah.
But Ole Miss fans, now we have received several texts this morning from Ole Miss fans, which is great. And they're like, no way he's leaving. I think I think anything can happen in life. I think none of us know as humans what we're going to do second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day, week to week. No way. We're totally unpredictable. Yeah. We're so flawed, and we don't know. We really don't know anything about anything at the end of the day. But anyway.
Yeah, straight up.
Do you think there's a timeline when he's got to announce?
No.
I mean,
now
when he should.
I think the Ole Miss fans are saying, "Hey, if we win, it doesn't matter." Yeah,
I agree with that.
Because if you run into the portal,
sure,
then it could be the pressure cooker of time, where the ball is totally in Keith Carter and Ole Miss's court.
Yeah,
the ball is on their side because Ole Miss has won a game or two, and it's getting prolonged into the January portal.
Ooh.
Now, NFL, it doesn't matter.
No.
They don't worry about the portal. That's why people are texting me about Steve Sarkisian from Texas possibly going to the NFL, Lane Kiffin, Marcus Freeman, Ryan Day. Could one of those guys get a shot at the Dolphins, the Giants, or the Titans? Sorry.
I feel like
Titans job.
One of them's a slam dunk. One of them's got to be getting one of those jobs.
You would think that
the Titans.
You would think that this year would be one of the better opportunities for a sitting college coach to get that offer.
Yeah.
Whether it was Sarkisian at Texas, Ryan Day at Ohio State, Lane at Ole Miss, Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Lane can do obviously Lane can do it. Unlike, I think about Vitello going from college to the pros, which is obviously this whole different deal over there because he's never done this in the pros. Lane can. Lane will do. For some reason, I believe Lane will do well. I don't know what it is.
I think he's got a good opportunity to do well.
Yeah, I mean,
the two guys that I would like the best would be if I'm going to go that route would be Lane and Marcus Freeman.
Yes, not Sark.
Not Sark.
Not Sark.
I'm not with Sark.
I'm just not sure on Ryan Day. While I think he's got some, without a doubt, a skill set that's good. When you're at Ohio State, I just got to take that. Like what Lane has done is almost as, I know winning a national title is not easy, and they did last year. I do not want to diminish that.
Right.
Because winning is hard.
But and they're playing with A++ talent on every.
It's still been watered down there too, just like Georgia and Bama. Now they may be able to keep a little bit more in the coffers than Georgia and Bama just because of location and kind of who they are. Not that Georgia and Bama aren't huge. That's a good question, Jackson. I just don't know about Ryan. I think he's good. I don't know if he's special. I think Lane has turned into a special coach. I think Freeman is turning it, is developing into a special coach. I think
he can do the NFL.
I think Kirby is a special coach. I don't think Kirby wants to go to the NFL, but I could be wrong. You just kind of get this. We could be totally wrong, but just because he's a Georgia guy, you kind of see him there forever. But Kirby may wake up one day and go, you know what? I've done it. And I want to go. I want to make a run at the. I send a bunch of players to the NFL, and all the scouts and GMs come through Athens to our building every year. Maybe I don't want to do this anymore. But anyway, I'll put that on the back burner for now. I'm going to tell you this: if Notre Dame opens up, or Texas opens up, or Ohio State opens up because one of those guys go to the NFL, get ready for a wild. If you think it's wild now, and it is, and it's only, and we're still going to have to. Hang on to the 4,000-pound bull. If one of those guys goes to the NFL, you're talking about a reshuffling of the deck.
That's right.
Those are three of the most prestigious jobs, period. It doesn't matter what environment. Texas, Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Man. That'll be the biggest reshuffle that I can remember ever.
Because we're about to get one anyway with Florida, LSU, and Auburn.
And Penn State.
And Penn State.
Penn State's still there.
Well, we're forgetting about Penn State.
I know.
So I don't think Joe Brady, unless he gets fired, wants to go to college.
How would he?
I do think Jeff Brom would have to take a strong look at it from Louisville.
That's a big-time job, man.
I would have to believe Mullen may say, even though he loves UNLV and the weather and the golf and the Raiders.
If they offered him, he's out.
I think so.
He'd need to.
Who else?
Would they go?
I don't think Summerall
That's
is going to.
not a fit.
I don't think that's, but I could be wrong.
What about like a Golson from US?
Golish, South Florida.
Golish.
He hasn't really done a lot.
Yeah,
he has done a good job this year. He may need to see a little bit more. Drinkowitz, he's had a hell of a schedule, but before we just throw it under the bus, they have done a good job landing talent.
Yeah.
High school and portal. Now, I know they're not Ole Miss, but they've still done well the last 2 years. Right? All right, lunch today brought to you by Burgers, Blues, Barbecue, Dogwood, Flowwood, Smash Burgers, and Blue Plates. Burgers, Blues, Barbecue, B3, Dogwood, Flowwood.